Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Moore.
Good to see you all. Thanks very much. Thank you, and welcome to Tell the Truth. Our first guest today is a gentleman who is a seagoing adventurer, a seagoing explorer, who has some very strong opinions about the connection between some past and present civilizations. Yeah. Interesting theory. We'll meet him after we meet our super interesting panel here on the Tell the Truth.
Gene Rayburn. Becky Cass. Bill Collins. And Kitty Carlisle.
Hey there, friends, panel one and all.
What do you
ready
say,
to
Gary?
play?
Yes.
And all like that? At least two of the four members on our panel are seagoing folk, and I'm kind of a seagoing folk myself. And so you should be all very excited about meeting our explorer. Oh, boy.
Number one, what is your name, please?
My name is Gene Savoy.
Number two.
My name is Gene Savoy.
Number three.
My name is Gene Savoy.
And naturally, panel, your job is to ferret out which is truly the real Gene Savoy, and here is his seagoing statement. It says here, I, Gene Savoy, am president of the Andean Explorers Club. To prove my theory that in ancient times a heavy commerce and communication by sea existed between the peoples of South and Central America, I sailed my primitive Totora reed vessel from northern Peru to Panama. Indeed, I staked my reputation, my fortune, and my life on the belief that this simple homemade raft could make it. The expedition took a harrowing 64 days. My epic voyage, coupled with a vast network of lost cities I'd uncovered during previous expeditions on the coast and jungles of Peru, convinces me of a definite pre-Columbian cultural interchange between South and Central America. And listen to this. While legend has it that a great personage or demigod known as Viracocha once sailed north from Peru on a balsa reed boat, I now firmly believe that Viracocha emerged in Mexico as Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent. And I have written a book on the historical significance of my own voyage, titled appropriately enough, On the Trail of the Feathered Serpent. Signed, Gene Savoy. And speaking as an intrepid sailor, gentlemen, I'll tell you, I wouldn't go across a lake in Central Park in that thing that you went all that way in. You have my respect. We will be right back after a commercial or 12. Now, across the way from us, we have three marvelous-looking gentlemen, and they all say that they are Jean Savoy, an explorer who maintains that in the days before Columbus, the peoples of South and Central America were culturally and commercially connected. And let's start the questioning, please, with Peggy Cass.
Oh, boy, is this spot up my alley. Boy, I really know everything about this, and I really wish I could question the person in question. But I can't because I have, I know one of the gentlemen.
Oh, you are disqualifying yourself?
Yes, I have to, and it's a shame because I know more about it than any person in the world.
Listen, it took me 2
No, I
hours
can't.
before the show to learn how to say Quetzalcoatl. You know, and you know the whole thing here. Well, thanks, Peggy. A disqualification automatically counts as a wrong vote, so that's 1-0, and we go to Bill Cullum.
Well, gee whiz, you know, second only, I guess, to Peggy, do I have information on this spot. I am a veritable book of knowledge on the Popocatépetl Boccaccio situation. But unfortunately, I don't know any of them, and I have to show my ignorance, so I'm going to... Number one, there is a current, is there not, that you took advantage of on this journey, a current?
Yes, we took advantage of all the currents. We wanted to take advantage of the current to the north.
And what current is it, number one, that would go northward up past Peru that would get you in the general direction of, was it Panama?
Yes, we went to Panama Bay. We took the current north through Ecuador, Colombia, and then across north-northwest.
Number three, is there a name for that current?
Well, I think they call it the Peruvian or the Humboldt current.
Number two, is the Peruvian current, or are the Peruvian currents and the Humboldt currents one and the same thing?
Yes, one veers away towards the South Pacific, and the other one, if you stay close to the coast, will head you towards Central America.
I noticed, number two, you had one single sail on that raft of yours. Is that correct?
We had 3 altogether, but we only used 1.
Now, with a square, was that, can I say that was a square rig sail that you had there? The
Which one?
We saw in the photo, I saw one.
Oh, yes, yes.
Well, now, does that mean that the wind, number one, has to be predominantly behind you in order to...
Normally it is. It blows from the Antarctic, yes.
Number one, with the sail configuration you had on that raft of yours, if the wind had come from the north, if it suddenly had changed and was stronger than the current, how would you continue to go north into the head of the wind with that sail arrangement you had?
Well, we would be calm, which we were for a very long time, and then travel through the tides and currents.
And is that, number three, is that correct in the sense that if the wind were to turn against you and the tide wasn't strong enough to overcome the wind, you just pull your sail down and relax for a while?
Yes, you could do that.
How far, number three, were you off the coast of South America during this trip in Central America?
Well, that varied according to our position.
Did you, number three, have any navigation aids, or did you go primitively like the old explorers did in the days you were trying to emulate?
We had a navigator and full navigational equipment.
And that takes us, please, to Kitty Carlisle.
Well, I got lots of ignorance, too, but now I'm completely undone because number 2 sounds like Richard Burton. So I don't think I'm going to be able to even hear anything. Number 1, how big was this vessel that you traveled with?
30 feet at the waterline.
And number 3, how long did it take you to make it?
64 days.
No, not the trip, the bark itself, the vessel.
To make it, about 3 weeks.
Is that all?
Yes.
Number 2, what did you make it out of?
Totora reeds.
And how long did it take you to make it?
3 weeks.
And how much help did you have?
We had the help of about 30-odd people.
Number 1, again, this is a stupid question, I'm sure, but what is so remarkable about trade between Central America and South America? They're right next door to each other.
What? Pardon, I didn't hear that.
What's so peculiarly interesting about trade between Central and South America in those days?
Well,
because they were right next door to each other anyway.
Yes, but we wanted to show that the route from South America to Central America was north and not west.
I get it. Number 3, what is Quetzalcoatl? And you don't think I got it? Well, I didn't.
You got it now. I tell you, that camera can read right between your eyes. The audience can tell every time. You know that I know, don't you? All right, let's go down to Gene.
I'll level with you. I didn't get it. I got to figure it out now. Number 1, what do you mean north? Certainly everybody knows that Central America is north of South America.
Yes, but the Kon-Tiki figured it was going west. That's the Kon-Tiki sailed west to show that the trade route was west through Australia to Mexico.
Yeah, they were off their rockers, weren't they?
I thought so.
Number 2, This catch your coattails, does that mean, what language is that, number 2?
That was when in Mexico and the Mexican continent, he was the sun god.
And that was his name in the ancient
That was
Indian...
the name in the Mexican temples and so forth.
And it means feathered serpent? Is that what that means?
Yes.
Now, number 3, did the ancients use a sail as you did?
Well, there's no archaeological evidence for that, but we believe that that's what they used.
And number 3, do you think they used a reed boat as you did?
This we have proof of, yes.
Number 1, you said it was 30 feet at the water line. How far below the water did the reeds go?
3 feet.
Number 2, you said there's 30-odd people. What was so odd about these people who helped you build a boat?
Well, there was, at times, with the labor down there was an average of 30 people there.
Who figured out, number 2, who had the know-how to build a boat as the ancients did?
The shipbuilder in Silbury.
Number 3,
Oh, boy, I'm glad I'm not voting on this one. This is a pure instinct spot as far as I'm concerned. But anyhow, mark your ballots, friends, if you will, and it's for number 1, or number 2, or number 3. And we pay $50 as always. Wrong vote, and we pay $500 if we stump the panel totally. And Peggy starts, please.
I'm a disqualification.
You are indeed. I wanted to reestablish that, which counts as a wrong vote.
You wanna know why?
Bill Cullen. Yeah, well, all right. Tell me why. I was going to ask you later, but
One of the gentlemen on that panel came up and introduced himself to me before the show. I guess he didn't know I was on the panel, and then there he came out, and I knew who he was, so what was I to do?
you're kidding. You mean just before the show he came and said, I'm going to be
hi,
on
I'm
your show?
Madonna, and I said hi, and then he came out. I almost fainted.
Well, I'm not going to look over there toward the panel, but nice going, somebody. All right, let's go to Bill Cullen, please.
I usually, many times around here, before we go on the air and that, I meet various of the male panelists in the men's room. But they never introduced themselves to me. Anyway, based on that which I gather, this is a difficult spot, you say.
It is a tough
becomes
spot.
more or less of a Hobson's choice, and I bet on number 3. I like the way he phrased things.
All right, you got a 3 short, and Kitty Carlisle.
Well, based on my total comprehension of the tides and the latitude and longitude of their trip, I voted for number 3.
A pair of 3s, and a very self-satisfied looking Gene Rayburn, I might say.
Well, you know, my instinct, as you said, told me to vote for number 1 because he's got the suntan. The other 2 look like pale faces, and but for some reason, my vote leans to number 3. I don't know why. He looks like a sailor.
Yeah, 1 disqualification. Everybody lumped into the same raft together. Let's see how it comes out. The votes are in. Will the real Gene Savoy please stand up?
What? Get down.
Okay. There. I thought it was going to be a lot tougher than that. Now, wait a minute. Let's check back with Peggy. Peggy, which one came up and introduced himself?
Number
to you?
1 came in and said, my name is Gene Savoy. He did.
one, sir, you have just destroyed our entire security system. I want you to know that. But that's perfectly all right, if that's who you want to be. Well, may I find out who you truly are and what you do?
Yes. My name is Charles Nannis. I'm a registered USPTA tennis professional at the Stanford Tennis Academy in Stamford, Connecticut. Incidentally, I do instruct your fine director, Lloyd Gross.
Well, now... You can't be all bad, then. Let's go to number 2. Number 2, tell us about yourself.
My name is Peter Walker, and I work for Beacon Truck Rental here in New York.
Well,
Exactly.
Gene Savoy, it's been a fascinating spot. Wish I'd gone along on the trip with you. Thank you very much for being with us, and thank you, gentlemen, also. Take care. And our next guest is a rock'em sock'em cowgirl who I doubt Bill met in the men's room from the Wild West. And we'll be back to corral her in just about 2 minutes. All righty?
Now, The Price is Right is on BUZZR.
Oh, yes.
The Price is Right, every day at 3. BUZZR, let's price.
Now let us meet our rough, rugged cowgirl.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Benji Prudhomme.
Number 2.
My name is Benji Prudhomme.
Number 3.
My name is Benji Prudhomme.
Some rough, tough-looking bunch, aren't they? Only one of them truly is Benji Prudhomme. Let's try to find out. Here's your affidavit. Says here, I, Benji Prudhomme, am a double-threat cowgirl. I not only ride the infamous bucking broncos, I perform as a rodeo clown as well. Bareback bronc riding, as most of you know, is a tough undertaking, and I've been thrown hard enough to suffer several concussions. And the life of a rodeo clown is no bed of roses either. While I put on funny makeup and I wear baggy pants, my role is actually more that of a bullfighter who attracts the attention of a raging bull to protect the rider who has been thrown to the arena floor. Once, after a misjudgment, a bull horned me in the tail and threw me 3 feet in the air. Later on in the program, you will see a film of me working as a rodeo clown. Signed, Benji Prudhomme. And I think we'll turn these pretty girls over to our Cape Cod cowboy, Mr. Gene Rayburn.
Gary, you won't believe this.
No.
Almost anything I'll believe.
I have to disqualify myself.
Yeah.
Why? Well, I accidentally ran into the real one in the ladies' room. And
Come on, Gene.
No, I've had the pleasure of meeting this lady. Our paths have crossed, so I'm just not going to even look over there.
Yeah,
quite.
The fact is true, but the locale is false.
That's right, yeah.
Very
I was
well.
just saying
All right, then we have another disqualification, which counts as another wrong vote. And Peggy, is it safe to go to you?
Yes. Oh, yes. I don't. Number 3. They're always saying, "Get along, little doggy." What's a little doggy?
I would consider it being a small calf.
Well, why do they tell it to get along? Oh,
Well, that's just an expression like on a ranch, cow herding, this type of thing.
Okay, thank you. Now, number 1, do you work in an all-girl rodeo or mixed?
All girl only.
And where does the circuit go? For instance, do you play the Madison Square Garden?
No, only in the West.
Thank you. Now, number 2, if you're a clown in the rodeo, you do funny things to get the bull's attention, right?
Right.
And then what do you do once you get their attention?
Well, what you don't do is go in a straight line. That's one thing I learned the wrong way. Well, of course, try to distract it with, I use a cape. And as opposed to a male clown, I don't use the barrel.
Oh, well, what do you jump into then?
Well, you just...
Thank you. There goes the buzzer. And for your information, Peggy, the expression "get a lone little doggy" first came into being when parents sent a child into a pet shop to buy a dachshund. And I thought that was tremendously amusing. But I suddenly find myself, you see, it's a long little doggy. You see?
I laughed.
And you laughed down there. I'll give you back your disqualification.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, you get it? A long little. Aren't you glad you tuned in? Let's go to Bill Cullen.
Gary, I want to thank you for saying that before I thought of it, because you said it, you'll die with it there. Number 2, how does a girl like you get into the rodeo? I mean, did you have a riding background?
Yeah, I grew up in a small town in southern Arkansas, and it was kind of a rodeo town. And we had a rodeo circuit starting out of there. And my first rodeo was at the college in Magnolia.
Number 3, that there had to be a first time you ever got on to what was going to be a bucking bronco. Did they just put you on and say, there you are, good luck to you?
Right, I was dared into it, and I just went out on my own and rode him.
Number 1, is there anything...
Thank you, Bill, and we're going to go, please, to Kitty Carlisle.
Thank you. Number 1, were you dared into it?
No.
How did you start?
Somebody asked me to do it.
And you did?
I did.
Did you stay on?
Not very well.
Number 2, it says here that you put on funny makeup. What kind of funny makeup?
It's clown makeup. It's a white face.
Does that frighten the bull?
I don't think so.
Number 3, is it really true, or is it one of those myths that bulls hate a red rag?
No, I think it's true. Yeah, they have a tendency to go after bright colors.
And number 1, when you, I think number 2 said that men jump into a barrel. What does that mean?
They jump into the barrel to get away from the bull that's running after them.
Well, supposing the barrel isn't nearby.
In that event, they ring a bell and stop the game, and we all vote. That's what happens when they ring the bell, and we vote for number 1, or for number 2, or for number 3. And Gene Rayburn, have you decided upon someone? You've got yourself a disqualification.
Yeah, there we are.
You're going to vote for all 3. All
That's
right. One wrong vote, and we go to Peggy.
Well, I think they're all grand, but I thought the most Western sounding was number 3.
All righty, we got a 3, Sean.
She knew
Bill
about the
Cullen
doggy.
coming out.
Yeah, one had an Eastern sound in her voice, but number 3 said the bulls are attracted to bright colors, which is, if I recall correctly, bulls are colorblind. It's the motion of that cape that gets them. I voted for number 1 on that basis.
All right, so you got a 1 and a 3, and Kitty.
Oh, I didn't know that. But I voted for number 1 because I just kind of think she sounds like she comes from the West. And I think, oh, she's making a face.
Yeah,
she doesn't.
Well, in any event, we're all stuck with what we've got, so let's find out. The votes are in. Will the Rio, Benji Prudhomme, please stand up? Benji! She looks less like a rodeo clown. Let's find out who our imposters are. Number 1, what is your real name, please, and what do you do?
My name is Becky Shannon, and I make birthday and anniversary calls for phone-a-greeting.
Oh, hey there. Fine. Number 2, it's tough luck. Tell me about yourself.
My name is Peggy Lewis, and I work for a corporate party business here in New York, organizing parties for political figures, large corporations, and even countries.
Oh, there. That's big enough. And now, as Benji mentioned earlier, she has brought along some film of rodeo clowning. So, Benji, we'll roll the film, and if you'll then do the commentary, please. Here we go.
Well, this was taken at Greeley, Colorado, where that's a bucking horse, and he didn't buck very good, so I had a reride coming. And as you can see, he's doing about the same thing, if not a little bit worse, so I didn't even place on him. Here I'm putting my makeup on and getting ready to go perform. This is a rider that just bucked off her bull, and my job was to move in and distract the bull.
Boy, that's a tough butt. Thank you, Benji. Thank you, young ladies, all very much for being here. Great job.
This week in game show history, Bud Collyer disguises celebrities for cash with the debut of Masquerade Party. Bob Eubanks whoopies it up with the premiere of the Newlywed Game. And Match Game panelist Richard Dawson turns host with the debut of The Family Feud.
You see, if it said get a short little doggy, they were Frankfurt.
Oh, I see.
Never mind. We'll see you.
Gene Savoy film, courtesy of CBS News Special. This is Bill Wendell speaking for To Tell the Truth, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.